We are hearing one story after the next from our viewers saying the innovative Lifeguard imaging scan saved their life. Joining us now to share more about the scan is Frankie Maldonado, the Director of Operations at Lifeguard Imaging, and Skip Monahan, who recently had the heart scan, which helped save his life. Welcome to Bloom, guys.
Good to be here.
Thank you for having me.
So, Frankie, this is unbelievable. We keep hearing more and more life-saving stories. So for our viewers tuning in that don't know much about Lifeguard Imaging, tell us more about the scan.
Well, I'm going to make this short because I want to hear Skip's story again. It's remarkable. As you know, we're scanning our patients before there's a single symptomatic condition, helping to detect things like heart disease, hundreds of different cancers that could be growing within the body. We're able to see things, again, that most people would never know were developing within their bodies. And again, because of that, lives are being saved, and Skip's got a great story to tell us.
Yeah, so Skip, you got the scan. Tell us about your experience, and then what happened?
Absolutely, is one of the best experiences of any medical place that I've ever been. Okay, from the office to Evelyn at the receptionist, to just everybody there just was wonderful. I only went because I'm a cheap old guy, you know, and I heard on the radio station, like, I go to the doctor 4 times a year. I've been going to the same guy for 35 years. I go to all his referrals. Never once did I have a heart issue. Blood pressure is always perfect. You know, I got the cholesterol, the COPD like most old guys, but never once did I think I had a heart issue. But I'm a sucker for a bargain, you know. I mean, if Ford has hot dogs and prizes, I'm stopping in, you know.
Right.
So I called and made an appointment. I went in, it was such a pleasure. I was in and out of there in 35, 40 minutes, you know, and I did get to talk to the gentleman. They offer much, much more than the heart scan that I went in for. Okay, right. And he showed me all of their different options. You could protect yourself for 6 to 10 years if you think you're going to be here that long. But they're just so nice. And I went with the heart scan, and little did I know, a couple of days later, I get a call from Frankie and Amy saying, you know, we're not medical people, but you probably should see a cardiologist.
So you went to the cardiologist, and then what happened?
Actually, I'm really lucky. My daughter Stevie has a big spot at Advent South Pinellas Hospital, and so I let her take over my life a few years ago, and so she hooked me up with Dr. Ian Botnaro, and you know, Advent South Pinellas. Also, anybody gets this done, need a place to go, that's your place. It was wonderful. Within like a week, I was in and out of the appointments. They ran all the stress tests, and unbeknownst, they had an 80% blockage.
Wow, 80%?
80%. They carved me up like a little hairless kitten here and put everything in, and you know, I mean, the surgery went beautifully and everything. The whole experience, you know, I felt like I was at a resort. You know, the whole experience was just wonderful.
It is beautiful. So what would you say would have happened had you not gone in for the Lifeguard imaging scan?
Me and my family and anybody that loves me would have been really surprised when I dropped dead. You know,
wow. So it's fair to say Lifeguard saved your life.
Oh, absolutely. I thought, you know, if I walk from the front yard to the backyard, you know, carrying a vinyl chair, I got to stop and lean on the car, you know. And I thought it was just because I'm an idiot and I smoke, you know.
Right.
But evidently it wasn't, you know. And I mean, what's really, I mean, my best experience ever, thank you, Frank, is that with all of these places I've been and all these pokes and prods that have been done, not one person, not one place found it. Now, a lot of it's COVID, a lot of it's being short-staffed. Their machines do everything.
Right,
you know?
that's the beauty of it, is you don't have to be poked and prodded.
You spend millions of dollars on the equipment, and all you got to do is lay there and be still and shut up, you know. I mean, I could do that.
Well, this is a remarkable story. Frankie, thank you for bringing in yet another person to share their, and thank you.
Oh, my pleasure, like I said.
Yeah, because just by sharing what happened to you is going to save other lives, so we really appreciate you coming in today.
Actually, if it was bad, I'd have to be doing it on Facebook. I'd much rather do it here if it's good.
This is
Call Frankie, call Advent North Pinellas. You'll be fine for the rest of your life.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, you heard it. Call now. The number is 813-524-1010 or visit lifeguardimaging.com to receive a complimentary heart scan and consultation when you mention Gail and Bloom. Again, the number to call is 813-524-1010. We'll be back with more Bloom right after this.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
This was awesome.
The preceding portion of Bloom was sponsored by Lifeguard Imaging.